My name's Doug Dixon. I own the Abbott's franchise, 4282 Fay Road in Syracuse. I've owned it for will be my 15th season, and I'm open from the beginning of April until the first week of October every year. Abbott's was a man named Arthur Abbott. This is way back in 1902. He went to the Chicago World's Fair with his recipe for frozen custard, and it was so well received he decided to go into business. In the mid-20s, he decided to stop traveling, and he put up a location in Rochester in an area called Charlotte. It's on Ontario Beach in Rochester. And they started franchising after that, and their daughter is the president of the company today. When my youngest child was about 3 years old, and a friend of mine owned this with his brother, I asked if they would mind if I just worked a couple hours a week down here for them. And after the second year, they were going to close this store. They were having trouble finding a buyer, and I decided that I would pull the trigger on it. That's how I ended up here. I was 44 when I got to this point, so I had a little maturity and a little bit of experience, and I felt confident enough that I'd be able to do it. One person who comes in from Atlanta every year, and she comes here right from the airport before she goes and visits her family and just gets it for herself, I believe. It isn't that she comes and gets it for everybody else. She just comes and gets it for herself. I develop conversations and relationships with people. I don't even know their name. I know their face. They're in here all the time. We talk about small talk and hello, goodbye, and like that. But I don't even know them other than they like to come in here and get ice cream. You know what I mean?
It was a ritual for us. We'd go to Scouts and then we'd catch ice cream after.
It's like a family tradition.
Yep.
Part of the sad part is when I close in the fall and I say I'll see you in the spring, and then the spring comes and it'll just dawn on me, I haven't seen that person in a while, and sometimes you don't ever know what happened. You don't know if they passed away, you don't know if they moved away, you don't know if they got food allergies, you don't know. You just don't see them again.
So what's the difference between frozen custard and ice cream?
One part of one ingredient is different, and that is that custard is made with egg yolk and ice cream is with egg whites. And that's primarily the only difference in the recipe. Part of what makes Abbott's and special as far as the recipe goes is that it's still made I call it the old-fashioned way. There's a cylinder with a beater inside, and the outside of the cylinder freezes, and as the beater goes around, it scrapes the frozen custard off, and as soon as it gets solid enough, I open it up and it'll just start to flow, and it continually freezes from the back forward, and the custard comes out the front. So part of it is the texture, part of it is the recipe, and then part of it is the egg yolk that makes it a little more richer in flavor also than just the egg whites.
What's your favorite flavor here?
Pistachio pineapple.
Why is that?
Probably because nobody else likes it. And that's just the kind of guy I am. But I mean, to tell a little story about it, I have, mothers will come in with their children and they'll be, now Jimmy, they have chocolate, vanilla, raspberry, pistachio. Oh, you won't like that one. And they won't even give the kid the opportunity to like it or to try it themselves. Really, the enjoyment I get out of it is a lot of the little kids who just come in here bubbling with enthusiasm and excitement just to get an ice cream. And if I can do that for them, it's childhood memories that they'll have forever. And, I'm glad that I'm a part of that. That's what I guess brings me down here every day, is the fact that I'm making somebody's day better by getting an ice cream. Oh, never too cold for ice cream. Any day's a good day.